Ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs. I know most of you probably hasn't realized it yet. Most of you want to become entrepreneurs. Tyler, you can own your own car shop. You can start your own music business, you know? And basically what it means is trying to do something that most people just don't go through so you can live the life that you want to live later, you know? How many of you actually, by a show of hands, want to own your own business? I know you do. So 2 people. When I ventured out to become an entrepreneur, when I actually started this year and I own my own business, I had to go through all the litigations and all the processes, all the licenses that I owned this year, and I began, it was a tough process. And actually, I thought it was going to be something like this my first month. I thought in the first month I was going to be in a jet with a dime piece, white suit, and no shoes on. But I didn't. It actually made $500 the first week that I actually started the business. And I was like, that's pretty good. $500, you know, $500 every single week. You know, by the end of the year, it's probably going to be a substantial amount of money, but it was nothing like this. And I was shocked, as a matter of fact, that there's only about 2 or 3 people here to find out this. 8 out of 10 businesses fail within the first year that they're open, but 9 out of 10 businesses fail within the first 5 years. So you two want to open a business, you're going to have to battle up 8 to 10 more people so you don't fail. I'm here to talk about the top 5 reasons why most businesses succeed, why most businesses fail, and what you can do so you don't fall in that trap. I'm also here to talk about some of the most important assets that you could invest in. The most important, there's one most important asset that you should invest in, and some of my favorite characters in history. Let's begin. Number 1 is not invest in the market. You see, it would be a stupid idea for you to start an ice cream shop and put it in Alaska. It would be stupid. You want to know why? Because it wouldn't work. But to start an ice cream shop in Florida, it would work. Everything was hot. Everyone was like ice cream. So investigating the market is extremely important. This ties in perfectly to number 2, business planning. It is said that you need to have 6 months of proper financial sustainability to carry on business, because most likely you're not going to have that amount of money because you have unexpected business expenses. And most people don't have that finances, so it's important to plan your finances. Everything you do in life requires finances. The computers, the cell phones, the clothing, everything you do requires finances. So to not have finances, it's stupid. I suggest everyone should start planning. Everyone should start planning. Everyone should start saving. $5 a day, $10 a day at the end of the month will be $150 or $300 at the end of the month. And in the year, you'll have about $1,500 if you save $10 a day. This ties in perfectly to number 4, bad location, internet presence and marketing. Everything nowadays is becoming internet-based. If you don't have an internet presence, you're most likely not going to succeed. Keep that in mind, guys. In marketing, a perfect phrase that would describe it is out of mind, out of sight. You want to become a musician? If you don't market yourself to thousands of people, you're not going to be known. It doesn't matter how bad or how good you are. You need marketing. You need to present yourself to the people. And finally, it goes perfect with this. Rigidity, Mr. Jackson spoke about this. You need to be persistent in what you do. If you're not going to see. You need to have that soul in you that keeps you moving in everything you do. Now, the most important things that a person should invest in be yourself. I know Aaron reads books. Reading a book is the most important thing you can do. It's an asset, it's valuable. So I want to lead you to this. This is the first book that I actually read by myself. You see, I hated reading books, but after I read this, there's a concept here that it's about the mind. Everything happens in thought first. You first must perceive it in your mind. And if you do, then it's visualized. You see, everything in life, like this book was an idea, this table was an idea, my clothing was an idea, your hat, your cans, everything preceded from an idea. So let me give you a little example. After I read this first year, I started reading 30 books a year for the next 3 years, and by now I've read well over 100 books. And I continue reading a book, maybe a book a week or more. This is what I call something, it's called portable college. I don't know if you guys are already interested in what I mean by portable college. It's not internet, it's not something, it's something you carry with you all the time. Let's say you go to school full time, and I want you to read it because this is going to be impactful. Let's say you go to school full time. And you have 4 classes, each class is about 1.5 hours and 15 minutes. You go to class, you have 2 classes per day, 4 days a week. That's 12 hours of school per week, and in 1 full year. That's going to be 576 hours of school in a year. And here's where it gets impactful. If you stop listening to the radio and you start listening to educational programming and learn some sort of education while you drive, it's going to be good. Let's say you commute 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, 14 hours in a week. That's 728 hours a year that you can listen while you drive to educational program, and that'll be 152 more hours of education per year. In the time that you drive in 1 year, you could be getting an equivalent or more of college level education while you drive. It makes sense. You should all do it. Stop listening to radio because it's all repetitive. Start listening to educational programming. I'm going to lead to my favorite people now. We'll start with absolutely my favorite. This happens to be my favorite because the guy became a billionaire. That's personally what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be a billionaire because I believe money is a concept that will help me, help you all, help myself, help my family, and just honestly make the world a better place. John D. Rockefeller. He says, perseverance can overcome all obstacles. Even the laws of nature cannot stop it. If you guys don't think that's impactful, I don't know what you guys think. But it ties perfectly with this. This is Napoleon Hill. This is the book that I showed you that I read. He says, what the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Think about it. If you fear public speaking, you'll achieve it. If you feel like you can't do something, you'll achieve it. It all begins with thought. And it goes perfect with this because I believe people have something to do with money. It says money is freedom, a cushion, the root of all evil, and the sum of all blessings. Some people hate money, some people love money. But as a matter of fact, money is just money. It's not even an object. It's just a means of commodity that we trade upon each other. It means absolutely nothing except what we give it. But all that means nothing. All that means nothing unless you know one thing. And this is the most important, I believe, to myself. He is my favorite person in existence that ever was alive. His name is Socrates, and the quote is, know thyself. Know thyself. This is the key to success. This is the keys to realizing your dreams and the keys to your freedom. Know thyself. If you don't, you'll just be another lost soul. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. J, that was Becoming an Entrepreneur.